inspire you to believe in love again, to raise your deserve level, and to understand what you project does come back to you tenfold. What I'm excited about with this opportunity is to wrap up these 5 days of tips and inspiration to get you excited to date again. I know you might have had your heart broken. You might have had a moment when you did not want to be in this situation again, single and searching. What, you're not wearing a neon sign on your head that says, I'm single and available, so you're having to work at it? Well, let's get to the place where you can be excited to date again. Let's get to the place where you're excited for all of your possibilities. The options you have are endless. The love stories we witness at Jacqueline and Company and Intuitive Matchmaking are what motivate us every day to continue searching, continuing to discover who we can match with next. So, I'm going to share a variety of tips on enjoying dating again. First and foremost, let go of these rigid expectations. Let yourself just kind of be surprised. I've noticed that with many match introductions, when they have been withdrawn, wanted the other person to prove that they were worthy of meeting them, that they actually missed out on meeting a super cool person. They got caught up in nervous conversation. What I have found so many times, people are just kind of stupid on a date. If you can laugh about that and you can realize that, thank God they're not perfect, so you don't have to be perfect, then you can also be someone that they can discover within. People will find the craziest things to decide, well, they won't date somebody again. But when we push a little extra and we get them to try again and open themselves up, they actually come back to us to tell us how much fun they had on date 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But the first date was horrible. So why don't you go into the first date entertaining and fun? I remember one of these gentlemen I matched one time. He had Skittles in one pocket and M&Ms in the other. And he said, which do you like best, to the lady he went on the date with? And she was a little confused. And when she picked one, out in his pocket, he handed her that candy. It was like, well, you're such a sweet person. I wanted to know, do you like a little bit of nut inside or do you like a little chewy? And it just got her giggling. Thinking about ways that you can be unforgettable, someone that other people want to hang out with, and someone that's just kind of makes the other person feel amazing. Stop worrying about, is this going to turn into a future? Do I want to introduce them to my kids? How will I make time for them? Are they attractive enough? Are they good looking? What would my friends and family think if I date them? Did they make you smile? Did you laugh? Did you get excited about what they were sharing? Are you curious about what you have in common? That's what matters, not what everybody else thinks. Thinking about it, a friend of mine who I've been matching with many times, and we were actually just out and about one night at a bar having a good time. And this guy walks up, starts approaching the two of us. And as we're talking, she's drawn to the other guy. And the four of us have this great conversation. But she's been hurt pretty bad before. So she was very cautious about being willing to date this guy. And so she told him, if you really want to meet me and you want to get my number, this is where I work. Come see me at my work. Well, he showed up the next day, ready to meet her, and he had to go through her checkout line. And so she wrote her phone number on his receipt. And then they started texting. He didn't call, he texted. Well, she didn't like that. 2 weeks later, we went to the same location, and all of a sudden, he sat down and started talking. And we were laughing because we're like, well, he didn't leave a very good first impression because he didn't ask her out. He just texted and thought, well, I'll be casual. She wasn't that impressed, but he kept trying. And we told him, hey, you got to try a little harder. This is a great catch of a lady. And he's like, all right, I will prove that she is someone that should be wanting to date me. And it became almost a joke the whole time of him saying, look what else I did. Look what else I shared. And now they are beyond head over heels because she kept her power and her strength and who she is, but she also gave him tools to be successful, acknowledged when he did a great job, and then now they're having so much fun. They have crazy amount of stuff in common. And it all started because of his buddy trying to hit on the two of us. And we were out just having a nice time and enjoying our girl time out. So it's not always the one that does the actual hitting on. Sometimes it's their friend that you need to look across the room. I've said this many times. You don't necessarily want the one that's making all the attention. Check out their friend. They can sometimes be a great one to interact with. Be that person that just kind of smoothly makes nice, fun conversation. Be generous and respectful. Be attentive and aware. And give compliments. Those compliments go a very long way. And what is most exciting and truly invigorating is how much your cheeks hurt after going out on a date. Not because you're laughing at your date, but because you are laughing at life. You are sharing the fun things. That's how you're going to enjoy dating again. Let it not have so many rules. Oh, I can't do this with him until it's been 3 days or 6 months. I can't hold his hand. I can't kiss him goodbye. Yes, I believe in a hug after the first date, but by second date, there is some chemistry. You need to activate it. If it's comfortable to do that at the beginning or you want to wait, you follow yourself. Throw out those rules. Let it be where you have got your power, your voice, and your excitement back because you deserve to have fun. And I can tell you, so many people are stuffy and stale and boring and ugh on dates. If you're fun, you have some silly things between M&Ms and Skittles to share, you are prepared for an adventure, you're going to be the kind of person somebody else wants to go out with again. And you are going to need time to let them know why you're the catch that they don't want to let go of. So have fun dating, get out there and get creative. Tell me what you are doing that's unique and creative, not necessarily dorky. I remember a long, long time ago, I went on a date with a gentleman and he had a t-shirt business. He brought different t-shirts and that was his thing to be remembered. Now, I will tell you, I still remember him 25 years later. And then before I got home, back in the day before we had our cell phones, he called my landline and he said, rate the date on a scale of 1 to 10. How did I do? It made me smile and laugh. I mean, we didn't keep dating for very long afterwards, but it was memorable. It was fun. It was somebody that cared enough to get a little positive feedback, hopefully. And he wanted to not just blend in with all the other guys that I was going on dates with as I was looking for my relationship. You have to think about what is it that you can be a little bit different in your presentation of your date, in your acceptance of your date, and in your memory for your date to take home afterwards. What are you going to do differently? Make sure you send your comments because I want to hear what people are doing so we can inspire more singles looking for love. Thank you for being a part of our journey to find love, enjoy love, and keep love as you learn to believe in love again. Trust me, there are great singles out there, and they're just looking for somebody amazing like you, but they can't find you if you're forgettable. So be unforgettable. Be the person that somebody cannot let go of.